little loud. In that cocktail dress and automatic front set. The view from the back at the silver hand clap, yeah.
My name is Anton Scott, host of Toxic Talk, along with Gloria, my partner in GT Management. To my right, I have
Juice Chenoweth on all platforms, cosmetologist in Louisville, Kentucky.
Stacy Johnson on all platforms.
Hey, yo, what's good? This is your man, Musick Hurts, aka Mr. Desire, on all social media platforms and music platforms.
What's happening? It's your boy Melion Musick. You already know what time it is on all music platforms, singer, songwriter, and definitely bedwetter when it comes to the music. Down with GT Management, of course. You already know I'm managed by. Stop playing.
All right, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna let Glow take it over and get us started for the show for tonight.
All right, everyone. What I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be playing a series of clips. I just want everybody to kind of take a look at it. No one's seen these before, so I'm getting a true and honest feeling about everything, okay? So this one right here that we're getting ready to do, I'm going to go ahead and put it up, and we will discuss it in just a moment, okay?
Let's get it.
All right.
Who are you texting? I want to know who you're texting. I'm your girlfriend. I deserve to know. You're not texting your mom. Don't lie to me. You always do this to me. Look at what you're wearing. You look like a wimp. Seriously, I didn't have a boyfriend for you to dress like that. You should be embarrassed of yourself. Look at what you're wearing. Seriously. Who are you texting?
Okay.
I'm your girlfriend. I deserve to know.
All right. So you all got a pretty good idea.
That felt two stage. That felt two stage.
Okay. So let's say it wasn't. Okay. With what she said to him. Okay. Would y'all allow your woman to say that to you? Like, how do you respond to that?
I see music laughing. Okay.
Because I wouldn't have to.
Which part?
I wouldn't have to worry about
it.
Hell yeah. Yes, this is 2025. This is the year of the battered husband. It's the year of the battered man. Hell yeah.
I would have told her she was messing. Get out of my
hell yeah.
Wait a minute. Time out. So Juice, you said you told her she was meddling.
Meddling.
If this is your significant other, if this is your partner, and she's asking you who you texting, she's meddling?
Everybody deserves privacy. And if I'm not married to you, you don't get to ask me who's in my telephone.
You damn skippy.
But hold on.
Married, don't you ask me?
But even if you are married,
everybody deserves privacy. And when you are all in my business, you violating the privacy of me and the other person I'm talking to. I mean, now if you cheating, then you might as well just break up or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? But like beyond that, you meddling. It ain't none of your business. And this is from experience. Stay out of my phone.
So I'll say this. I don't have a problem telling who I'm texting or who I'm talking to because I'm complete transparency. When a person gets defensive and like, well, you're meddling and why are you in my phone? And then it's like you got something to hide. So now that's where that's where the red flag comes in.
Why are you even asking with your insecure ass?
Why is it insecurity? Why
do you need to know who I'm texting? If you
what if you get that? What if you're getting that every day?
How could you ever be worried about a person that's on the telephone? If you're in my face versus me talking to a person on the telephone, how could you be worried? They don't compare. This is a telephone. You're in my face. Make it make sense.
Now, if that situation was happening every day, I can understand. Yeah, this is my phone. Leave me be. Eventually somebody gonna get tired of it.
But if you're married, let's just say you got married or you got you're living with your significant other.
Well, if you're married, that's different. I can respect
significant other. What about if you
How is that different?
No, it's not different.
Okay.
No, it's not. No, it's not different. It's no difference when you freaking married. Just because you get married, you didn't go in front of a preacher and God and all your people to say, you know what, I'm gonna love, honor, and obey, and allow you to see my phone calls and text messages when I'm married. Like,
hold
no,
up. Did you say
that wasn't. Those are in vows, okay? Love, honor, okay?
Those vows
are in
have
vows.
actually been changed a little bit, man.
I mean, look, you can look, Glow. You can create whatever vow. Like those aren't the vows that I say when I got married. But the point I'm trying to make is this, right? When you go in front of when you get married, let's take the state out of it. The state is just a formality. They want to make their check off. They want to make the bag off your back when you get married. When you get married, you go in front of you go in front of your creator, whoever you believe in. And I'm pretty sure when you went in front of your creator, you didn't say, you know what, God, I'm gonna go ahead and love and honor and respect this woman and take care of her and my babies and my grandbaby for the rest of my life. And also but she better not go through my phone. That is not like, no, that's not a part of the vows. Your job as a married man is not to prove constantly that you're not cheating. Your job.
Oh.
Okay. So
see, it was full of shit. See, it went out. Let me
piggyback on what he was saying, because I feel what he was saying. Like, you know, the whole purpose of dating someone is to get to a certain level where you go marriage and all this. Not a lot of times it happens nowadays. We all know that, okay? Because most relationships don't make it 6 months to 5 years. Exactly. It don't make it that long. We all know that for certain reasons. But it's like, if my girl asks me who I'm talking to ease her mind, why wouldn't I just be like, man, I'm talking to whoop-de-whoop? Like,
if you see how
it just to me, it depends on how the relationship started. Like, if you have somebody and y'all are completely honest from the beginning, then there's no need for the rest. Do you see what I'm saying? If I've never told you a story before, if I've never lied to you, if I've never got caught cheating, why you got to be all in my
so then let me ask you this. What if it didn't start that way? What if it did start off fuckery? And then
y'all needed to go to therapy and get y'all resolve y'all's issues. If y'all didn't go to therapy and resolve y'all's issues, ain't no way y'all should have got married. If the trust is not there, it ain't no point in being married. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it's no point. Like, if we gonna do it, let's do it, and we gonna do it 100%. We gonna be honest and open. Like, so. You would never have to ask me who's on my line, because you got to know that I'm not cheating on you, because we started out with.
Let's say if you was the one who went out cheated before, but the person took you back, right? Mm-hmm. Now they're dealing with if you start moving funny. And maybe you don't think you're moving funny, but they're like, this is how it started last time.
Well, so then that's a trust issue. Then we didn't resolve our issues before we got back together.
Right. A lot of times that's the way it happens. I mean,
then we can't be together because our trust is messed up. Our trust is all fucked up.
You gotta fix it. You gotta be able to fix it.
If you can, if it's fixable. It might not be fixable.
Some trust issues are not fixable.
Yeah, it might not be fixable.
Right.
But the one thing though is it just depends on who the person is. It may be something that a person can get through or get past easier than, say, someone that, so think about it. Like, if someone cheats on you or something, like, some people can get through that and they're like, okay, we're going to try this. We're going to make it work, whatever. There are some people that are like, oh, you just did that. Well, we're good. So what are you? What person are you all?
I'm going to be honest. I'm the cheater. But hey, I'm just being honest. I'm gonna be honest. Today at the big age of 45, I'm gonna be honest than a motherfucker.
Hey, I can understand it.
I have cheated before. It cost me to get a whole divorce. I don't even know if I should be saying this out on the line. But
That's too late now. It's done and over. You already done.
Hey, we here now.
it caused me to get divorced. But like instead of this person just leaving me, they stayed with me and made the situation 100,000 times worse and mishandled the fuck out of me. Like,
wait a minute. Slow down, because you throwing me off. You cheated. They stayed, and they made the situation worse.
Yeah, because you should have just left. That was an
I
option.
can believe
It was an option to stay or to leave.
I believe
it was an
that.
option. It was an option. You had an option. I'm not handcuffing nobody to me. You understand what I'm saying? And it was I'm not handcuffing nobody to me. So if I cheated and you're not willing to forgive me, get the fuck away from me and let me move on. Like, we ain't gotta sit here and torture each other for what? That's gonna cause
I
us
feel
to
like
hate
that's
each
what
other.
it ends up being. I feel
Yeah,
like
that's gonna cause us to hate each other.
A tit for tat kind of thing.
Yeah, a tit for tat, and I'm not titting for tatting with nobody, not even nobody.
Right.
I'm not titting for tatting with nobody. So just stay the fuck away from me. You go heal, I'm gonna go heal, and we're gonna move the fuck on.
Okay. Stacy,
what about you, Stacy?
At the age I am now, I was the cheater. So I am the one that is, I want to stick it out. I want to work it out. I want to fix it. I want to know, I want a person that's going to make me not cheat. I want that relationship to where I don't have to see nobody else but that one person. So now this time I can say I'm a reformed person.
Me too.
I am a reformed person.
How you do that?
How you do what?
What you say? You ain't made it there yet? You ain't over 40. Don't worry about it. You got time.
I grew up.
Yeah. It came to a point, for me, it came to a point to where I wasn't getting fulfilled. I wasn't getting what I wanted or what I needed out of a relationship. And until I found somebody that was going to give me that love, that attention, that appreciation, that I see you, you see me type person, I wasn't going to change. I have that. I have somebody that sees me, loves me, appreciates me, and is willing to stick by me through all my flaws.
All right. What about you, Musick?
Yeah, Mr. Desire. What the fuck's going on?
I gotta think about this. Okay.
Hey, I don't have 11.
Before you answer that question, how many kids you got?
11.
Okay.
In real life?
In real life.
In real life.
She said in real life.
In real life.
In real life. That's serious.
Yeah.
All right.
So that answers my question. I ain't even got that's it, right?
So are you a cheater?
No further questions, Your Honor. Miss Gloria.
He's pleading the fifth. He done plead the fifth.
That's it there. That's it there.
I don't see no more.
Well, we gonna just say, what we're gonna do is we gonna say allegedly. Okay.
Right.
Allegedly. I plead the fifth.
There's no evidence.
There it is. Okay, we're gonna say allegedly.
You got 11 evidences. Okay, but go ahead. Okay, no evidence. You got 11.
What you got, Anton?
No, I'm not a cheater. I am an alpha Taurus. Like, I am territorial. Like, I can't be with a cheater because my attitude runs different. Like, I'm the one that's gonna go and fuck some shit up. Like, I don't have a problem rocking my orange jumpsuit. I don't give a damn. Like, don't play with my emotions. If you want to go and do something, then just leave me alone. Go do that. I'll deal with my own emotions. You go do what the fuck you want to do, and I'll figure out my shit later. Like, but don't play in my face. We're not doing that because I wouldn't do you like that. And that broke a trust. Like, ain't no coming back from that. Any woman that I've been with, like, I am loyal to until you break that trust. And once that's over, I don't you can't come to me and be like, I made a mistake. Well, bitch, you should have thought about that before you made the mistake. I don't know what to take. Like, time for me to go. Like, they're serious. Like, I mean, it's there's a time and a place for everything. And if you felt like what I wasn't doing was satisfactory enough, we could have talked about it, and I could have probably tried to make some changes to make it better. But since you didn't, and you went ahead and made that move, stand on that. Like, just keep going. Like, don't come back here, because I ain't got there. Listen, we live in Louisville, Kentucky, most of us, and there's a lot of shit running around out here. I ain't got time. I don't, to be sitting up in doctors' offices and and all that. Nah, not me. I got enough going on to deal with that. Nah, I'm good.
Oh, hold on. I think I hear somebody. Hold on.
Miss Gloria.
Huh?
Miss Gloria.
That time you gotta forgive me.
Huh?
That time my reception fell out. Please forgive
That's
me.
okay. We held on. We figured something crazy was going on. But
yeah, because I was in the middle of ranting and raving about this marriage thing, because people you wonder why people keep messing it up so much. They overcomplicate marriage to the point where who wants to get married? Marriage is not rocket science. We didn't get together and say we got to do it's all these new rules of engagement and conduct because we married. I got to stop being me and get a dad bod.
I think that's where everybody makes their mistake, though. Can I be real with you right there? That's where everyone makes their mistakes. When you are in a relationship where you think you can't be yourself, that's crazy to me. It's like,
yeah, like you know I'm Mariah Carey. I got to stop singing high notes because I'm married. Make that make sense?
Well, my thing is this: like, why would you stay in a relationship for however long to get married to change then? That makes no sense.
Say again.
Why would you be in a relationship? Why would you, boyfriend and girlfriend, shack up, live with each other, have sex, buy the ring, go through the marriage, spend all the money on the wedding, then want to change? Like that, what? That makes no sense.
Well, I mean, because most go ahead.
That's how my first marriage ended.
I mean, from my experience watching other people go down in flames, most people think, well, I got you locked up and you're gonna just go ahead and conform to what I want now. You know what I'm saying? This is Build-A-Bear status. And that generally don't work with people. It just don't. People ain't out here fixing to change their dreams, their goals, and aspirations to fit what you want in your life. That shit is for the birds. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, this is how you met the person. So why would you want to change that? Obviously, you fell for that. You know what I'm saying? This is how you met them. So why change? Why attempt to change? So let me ask you this. So considering the video that we showed, do you all feel that sometimes things like this can produce a woman to say the things that she says to a man, or vice versa?
I feel she was controlling, and then wanted to tear him down. But you never know how they are at home. It could be vice versa. He's probably behind closed doors, Ike and Tina and stuff. You know, never know.
Cat. That's Cat. I'm sorry. No.
All right, what you mean? What you talking about, man?
Know what's going on behind closed
doors. No. I mean, because we're not gonna sit here and bullshit each other. We are in the soft boy era. We in the era that men have been like emasculated and dumb. The masculinity of men has been watered down like bad Kool-Aid in today's era.
And I don't know none of them cats. All mine are alphas. I don't know none.
I mean, well, you know, I'm not necessarily meaning you got to know these cats, but like just people watch. Just watch how women, you know, like speak to their men and dudes don't check it. Just watch how men interact with their sons and feminize these little boys. And now you got confused little young men and things that we in the soft boy era. It's like you get canceled for being a man nowadays. You can't say, it's like you can't say this, you can't say that. You know, you're being toxic, you're being this, you're being that. No, what I'm being is a grown ass man that's have certain beliefs and things of that nature. And why should I have to conform to this feminine ass view that you have. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying.
What do you think, Juice?
I don't believe you can feminize anybody. If you feminine, you feminine. I don't believe in stuff like that. I just believe that people are who they are. So if you allow somebody to talk to you a certain kind of way and that makes you feel feminine, you might just be feminine. And that's just how I feel. I mean, I don't know. That's a touchy
I see where you're coming from now.
subject for me. So like, I just don't think that you can make somebody be feminine. I don't think I can be. I don't think I can be. No. I don't think I can be. If you're masculine, you're masculine. How can I take that away from you? How can you allow me? How can you allow me to take that away from you?
Yes, you can, because it starts with men in the household not being in the household, and men being raised by just women, who most women typically want to do the best they can, but they're not a man.
I was raised by women, and I'm a women lover, and I'm a masculine man.
No. I didn't say all men become feminine. I didn't say, bro, hey, you got a single mom household, you a girl.
But
that wasn't the implication I was making. It just, you know,
but most of them,
if you're raising a boyfriend, 9 times out of 10, they gonna be a little feminine as men.
No, most of the time, if they feminine, they been feminine. They was born that way, and that's just facts. I was married to a woman. We have 2 sons and 2 daughters. I have one son that is very masculine. Why? Because that's who he is. I have a son that's very feminine. That's who he is. He was born like that. I mean, literally would walk around with heels on when he was little. Not because that's what he saw, because if that was the case, why didn't the other one do it? So he's just a feminine little boy. That's what he was. He was very feminine. Neither one of my daughters are gay. They not masculine. Like, even though they have dads and they were around men and they all had men and women figures in their lives. So to me, you just are who you are. Like, I knew I was bisexual by the time when I was 4 years old. Literally 4 years old. I was in kindergarten. I sat between a set of twins at Whitney Young Elementary School.
Oh shit!
I sat between them because they didn't want to sit beside each other. And one was my boyfriend and one was my girlfriend, and I held hands with both of their asses. You understand? So you can't. I don't feel like anybody can make you anything. You are who you are. So I just don't think that we can blame femininity in men on society.
It's make you something, but influence it.
No, I can't even influence you because that's who you are. This is who I am. Do you understand what I'm saying? And if you allow someone to influence that or change you into something that you're not, that's a type of emotional immaturity that you have. Do you see?
So let me ask you a question. With fathers in the household dealing with their sons, are you trying to say that fathers don't that the masculinity of a father doesn't influence the son?
It could, but that don't mean he ain't going in the closet and putting on his mama's dresses and wearing her panties.
Agreed, but you just said you think people are born a certain way. That's just who you are, and nobody can make you be something. Nobody can physically force you to be, feminine or masculine. Agree with that. I'm talking about influence. I'm talking about literally coming from a young age. A lot of young men, young women are influenced by certain gender roles in the household or lack of gender roles in the household, and the influence, the seed that's being planted, can guide their their mannerisms. They can definitely be influenced. Yes.
I mean, no. Because No, my son don't walk around saying girl boo.
Anton, what's on your mind? I can see
My
it on your
son don't
face.
walk around saying girl
It's written
boo.
all over your face.
I mean, and me and my daughters and my other son, I got another son that will say girl boo because that's who he is. But my son that's masculine, he's not gonna say it because that's not who he is. And I don't know, maybe I raised my kids different. But I've always allowed them to be who they are. So even if my 30-year-old son did want to say girl boo, I mean he could, but that's not what he says because that's not who he is. Do you see what I'm saying?
I'm not specifically talking to you though.
But
when
no, and
I,
I'm not
when we make
specifically.
these statements, I'm generalizing,
But this is
a
what I've
society.
seen. No, I just don't believe it. I don't. I mean, now if you want to talk about like politically or like MAGA and all of that, I think they influence.
Oh no, I'm
us.
not. I ain't touching none of that shit.
But I think that they easily influence because they are originally racist. Do you see what I'm saying? Like that's who they are. They are.
I didn't touch none of that shit. I didn't touch no MAGA,
no. I'm just
Agent
saying,
Orange.
Period. If 9 times out of 10, if you support MAGA, you are racist. You are misogynist. You are those type of things. So it's gonna be easy for you to be influenced by them type of people because that's who you are. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's just another example.
But look, let's just try to stay on topic a little bit.
No, that was just an example. That was just an example. That was just an example. I'm not trying to make it political, but I'm just saying that I think they're influenced by that type of behavior because that's who they are. I think that if you have a man in a house with a man and he chooses to be like his mother versus like his father, then that's just who he is.
But we can't say he wasn't. We can't say he wasn't influenced by both. He just chose to go a direction.
I think it's more of an inner thing. I hear you all, both of you. I don't think you. I mean, I'm not gonna say if it's already in you, then when you're going to be looking at, you're going to focus. If it's already in you, you're going to be focusing your energy on one parent. And let's just be honest. So if you are a man and you're feeling like you've got the female tendencies or whatever, we're going back to the beginning. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to see that your focus has always been about your focus could very well have been about your mother other than your father. Because like you said, you're going to learn a lot of your masculinity from your father, right? Most of the time, that's what we do understand. We do learn I'm going to ask you all as men. Now, you learned about your strength and all these things. I'm going to ask you a question from a male perspective, but where did you learn your compassion and your understanding and your nurturing? Where did you all learn that from? Or is that even a part of you?
Well, for
Anton,
me,
I can't hear you.
Anton,
can't hear you.
Yeah, you muted, brother.
Anton, where Anton?
Yeah,
he's super muted.
Yeah.
No, I'm here.
Okay.
So
we can hear you now.
So I'm gonna tell you because I feel like music. I was raised in a house full of women. I didn't have a father growing up, and I am an alpha male. Like you can't get me to kiss a male on camera. If I was in Hollywood or nothing like that, you couldn't pay me enough. That's not what I'm on. Okay, and I'm not breaking my morals for nobody. I don't give a damn about none of that. So I learned my masculinity from my grandfather because he was the only guy I had around me. He taught me how to be a male. And then from male teachers I had in school, there was a guy named Mr. Exum who took me to the side and was like, look, like you're a black male in America. Like you got to get your shit together. You can't just be in here fighting every day. Like you got to do your work, man. Like they're going to look at you a certain way. And I really had to think about that in the 7th grade. Like, so he helped me transition into a person I am today. And there's other guys out there that I kind of latched on to growing up because I didn't have that in my household. Now,
but
as far as my compassion,
you see what you're saying though? But do you get that? That's what I mean. It's like you got a male figure that you're looking up to. So that's who's teaching you the masculinity, the masculine side of you. You see what I'm saying? But I know that you may have learned something from say your mom. You know, you've learned how to be somewhat soft from time to people that you really care about. You've learned how to be able to talk to them. You've learned how to be able to hear them out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
So it doesn't make you feminine or masculine. It just makes you who you are. So at the question again is, what pieces do you pick up from your mother? What pieces are you picking up from your father? So you pretty much said that the male persuasions were the ones who got you to be your alpha male. That's who.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And that was your influence. And that's what I mean by influences. So it's like, even though this is not quite the subject that we really are supposed to be on, but that's, you know, at the end of the day. But let me ask you this. Let's get on the subject of what we're supposed to be on, which is talking about male abuse. I'm going to be honest with you. I have seen a lot of men being abused in my walk. And I've also noticed them kind of like that gentleman. He was very quiet. He was very passive about it. He didn't respond. He didn't really come back and say anything. So the thing of it is, my question is, what do you think? Why do you feel like, why is it okay? Why do people feel, as a man, do you all think it's okay for women to emasculate men the way that they're doing?
No, absolutely
Heck
not.
no.
And why?
Well,
what if it's
first
true?
and foremost,
What if it's true? Everything she's saying, what if it's true?
Even if
What
it's
about his
true,
clothes?
there's a time and a place for everything.
As
like,
a
how she
person,
have said that to him in their apartment while they was just sitting there, that's one thing. But you did it out in the open in front of a dude who started filming. Like, that's crazy.
Two dudes,
like,
two people.
There's no way. There's no way. Like, if I'm gonna check my girl, I'm a protector in public. I'll check her in private. Like, whatever I gotta say to her, we could talk in the house. But I'm not gonna embarrass her in front of everybody. Now, I agree with what you're saying because I work in clubs and I see things, and there are a lot of women that'll swing on a dude, and there's a lot of dudes that there was a time I said dudes wouldn't swing back, but now I've seen dudes knock girls' heads off, and I'm like, you know, I want to protect the girl because she's a female. But I watched the whole situation, and you put yourself in that position. Like, he kept saying, go on, and tried to walk away, and you walked up on him and you swung on him. So then when he swings back, to me, that's self-defense. And I get this all the time because I'm 6'4", I'm 400-something pounds. Well, if a girl swings on you, you should be able to take it. Why the fuck do I have to take it? Why the fuck do I need to let anybody put their hands on me? Whether it's a female, whether it's a male, whether it's a pit bull. Listen.
So what would you do, Anton? Hold on. What would you do? Let's say you are in public. What would you do if, let's say, your girl decided you said some things that was really, maybe not everyone heard it, but let's say you said some really outlandish stuff. What do you? And if she hauls off and slaps you,
about me all my life. I'm not worried about.
Hold on. If she hauls off and slap you, what are you going to do? What is your response?
I'm gonna turn around and walk away because I'm with a shooter.
That's right. I'm with you when you're right.
Everything's getting shot out.
Keep your hands off of me, baby.
Yeah.
Keep your hands off of me.
Because when we're taking it, you're not ready for where we're going to take it. I promise.
What about you, Melion? A woman comes up to you, you're talking to your girl, and you may have said something that maybe she was a little offended. Maybe you are wearing something that she doesn't like for you to wear. Maybe it's all those things. Yeah, what are you going to do if she says something to literally take hold of your manhood, or she does something? What is your response?
I've actually had a woman put her hands on me in public, though. All because
what was your response?
Because you
because I didn't want to, like, you know, be with her as she was still with her baby father. So yeah, like, you know, this is way before I got, you know, married. But and she decided to close the fist, not a smack, Nah, oh my God, I want to hit you. No, she closed the fist and punched me in my face. Yeah, she punched me straight in my face.
She went to do RKO.
What was your response?
The nigga in me wanted to turn around and dog walk the shit out of this bitch.
The nigga,
like the nigga, like the hood in me wanted to be like, you know, as I'm fucking you up, I'm talking to you, bitch. Don't you ever put your hand, like one of those type of ass whooping. But the grown man in me that had to think about where I'm at, the repercussions. If I hit her, I'm gonna hurt her way worse than she hurt me. And then I got to deal with that, and I got a whole career in front of me.
Can I ask you a question?
I looked at her, took a deep breath, pissed off, and I walked away. She walked away, and that was the end of the altercation.
So what if she never walked away? What if she just kept on messing with you? What if she just kept on hitting on you?
Oh, then I would have dog walked the shit out of this bitch. I'm sorry. I
hate to ask this.
I would have hit as much as I needed to. What'd you say?
What nationality was the woman?
Oh, she was black. She was a black woman.
What about you, Musick?
Have
you had a situation where a woman hauled off and?
No, I haven't been in that situation. But if I did get put in that situation,
you've never gotten an argument where a woman put her hands on you. Never.
Not out in public.
How about period?
Question, bro.
How about period? It don't have to be in public. It can be at home behind closed doors.
Yeah, exes. Yeah, try to throw remotes with the hands. I mean, all that stuff. I've learned how to. I was taught by my mom. She was used to be correcting officer, know how to detain people. So that's what I would do. I would detain you. You know what I'm saying? Put you in some type of hold.
Girls out.
No. Way from a fast. I never. No. I ain't leaving no marks on nothing. No way from a fast.
He had them like this.
Yeah. And they would hate it. They would hate it. And they'd be like, get out from me and try to fight and stuff like that. But I would never put my hands on a woman because no woman's worth going to jail for. No way from a fast. At all. I got kids to live for, and before I had kids, she wasn't worth it. So I ain't never had to worry about it.
Okay.
Hi.
Okay.
Anton, what about you?
Oh yeah. I done been cut, stabbed, hit, punched.
Damn, man,
yeah.
who you?
I done been through it all.
Why do you like that, bro?
Huh?
I said, why you
let them do me like that?
Yeah.
Well, hit my.
Damn, Anton.
I've been with some pretty toxic people, and that's honestly how I learned about myself, to know that there's things you're gonna do to me that's how I know I'm gonna walk away, and I'm gonna go call my cousins. I'm gonna go, like, that's how I know. Like, instead of me going to jail, like he said, there's certain moves I'm gonna make where there's gonna be repercussions. So, because me fighting a girl, that's not a fair fight. Now, go get your brother. Let me beat him up. Like, go get your daddy. I'll fight him. Go get your uncle. Like, yeah, we can do that all day. But I'm not. My purpose is to love you, not to hurt you. But if you feel like you can hurt me, it's time for you to go.
That's right.
All right, Miss Stacy, what you got there? And take yourself off of mute.
Super
I was the abuser. I will hit you with the car. I will shoot at you, and I'm not gonna miss.
Damn.
It's taken a lot out of me to. I was the one that got cheated on. I was the one that put my feelings into something, and then I got hurt. So I got hurt, you get hurt, and I'm gonna make sure it hurts worse. That car is gonna hurt you. That bullet is gonna send you to the hospital. Now, whether you like it or not, that's what you're gonna get.
Stacy, now, trying to go to jail.
I've been to jail, and I'm okay with that. It's what it is.
Real life
have
street
gone-
shit.
I haven't touched jail in maybe 20 years, which I mean that's a good thing. But the relationship I'm in now, I can say I don't have to go to jail. Now, will I go? Absolutely. But I don't have
For
to.
what? Go for what?
I'm going
All right, Juice, what you got? What you think? What's your thought? I know
I'm
you
talking
said,
about for keeps.
I know you said you
I'm not
toxic.
really
I heard that.
a
But go ahead.
physically abusive person. Like I've had instances where I wanted to hurt somebody, but see, I'm the real kind of toxic. I'm gonna take your keys and go throw them in the sewer. I'm gonna throw bleach all in your mother. That's the type of toxic I was. Like so.
So you're not physically abusive. You're mentally and emotionally abusive.
You could be that person.
I can be that person. Like I ain't gonna touch you. But I'm gonna get you where it hurt. You gonna have to go spend some cash. You hear me? That's what you're about to do.
Going after the material.
Yeah, I'm going to hurt your pockets. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what I would have done. Today, I'm walking away because it ain't none of it. Ain't none of it worth it. And I haven't done nothing toxic like that since I was probably in my 20s. Like in my 20s. Like today though, I mean, I got in a physical. I did get in a physical altercation, but it was because a person was bothering me, and it was a girl. So I'm like, "Oh, you great have to run me this one, honey, because you're not great. Keep on bothering me." It was like she was trying to bully me, or punk me, and I wasn't even involved in a relationship with her. This was just a person, and like you not great, keep on bothering me. So like, but yeah, so I had to beat her up, and she never bothered me again. But was I nervous? Hell yeah, I thought I was going to jail. Knocked that girl's tooth out. I thought I was going to jail. Like, and do I want to go through that? No, I don't want to go through that. So today I will walk away. But
You'll get OR.
Huh?
You'll get OR. It's okay.
I know. You know
all the way on everything.
I'll come and get you.
Now look,
I be down on 6th Street.
I've been before, you know what I'm saying? I've been before, but like, and I definitely got OR, but I don't want to go to jail. And
I got a question. In the world today, do women honestly think men won't put their hands on them if they get hit?
No,
I
think they would.
No man, I would.
Yeah,
I'm still gonna buy back. Yeah, I think they would.
Yeah, I've seen guys. I've seen. Okay, so there was this incident, and we got the video. I don't know where it's at. This stud was in the gas station, and she kept on with this dude, and she hit him about 2 or 3 good times, and they were solid. Hey, bro. I don't know why she hit this man. I bet she won't do it no more. Like he fought her like she was a dude, and then everybody was mad at him for defending himself. And that's what I was getting at. Like, there's certain things you do in life. You can't just. I'm not gonna walk out the door and walk up on a cop and shoot him in his pinky toe and think they ain't gonna kill me. Like that makes no sense.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's fight a man.
Answer your own question, Mel.
Yeah, I think it's like society is getting like stupider and stupider as far as what they believe that you should accept. Like for instance, I think when it comes to most of us men, we already know how strong we can be, how heavy-handed we can be. So if we're ever put in a situation, whether it's in public or at home, and get a lady has the audacity to put their hands on you, you already know whether you're getting your ass whooped or she just, she's out of line, she's out of pocket, but she doesn't deserve to be like knocked out somewhere. You as a man should know, how to handle that particular situation if you got to use force to really defend yourself.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. Like I'm at the point in my life, like if somebody shoots at me or hits me with a car, I'm calling the police. Let me tell you something. I'm not playing no game. I'm getting up to my phone and I'm calling 911. God damn it! Like I'm not. No. They call me
that's how. But that's how. But Twine, that's how crazy life is now, right? Men can call the police nowadays, and we get believed. Cause like, they be like, they do be getting their asses whooped in the crib.
Well, to be fair, can I tell you something? I mean, I hear everybody talking about men are strong and this and that and the third, but did it ever occur to you? You got some women out there that can literally do what she got to do, put you down off on your back, like seriously.
You're right.
There are women out there that can literally whip, no matter how big you are, no matter how tall you are, no matter whatever. There are women out there that can literally hold on, wait a minute. There are women out there that can literally take you out. And then there's some women that refuse to fight you. They just use other things to fight you, if you get my point. They'll take you out, completely out. So
like was you was y'all mad at Eddie Murphy for shooting Vera in the foot on Harlem Nights?
No.
I wasn't. You know what I'm saying?
But Vera whooped his ass though.
Yeah, you feel me? That's what I'm saying. Like
now him blowing her big toe off, like again, like you gotta understand, like when they made that movie, that was in the 90s. We're in 2025. Like you got girls like Carissa Shields.
Women don't play no more. They don't play no more.
They are out here knocking people the fuck out.
Yes.
Like, and I don't have time for that. Like, and then, because I get no leeway. I'm not 5 foot nothing. Like anybody who comes to me, they come in with their A game. So I got to make decisions quick. With a man, it's easier for me to make a decision. With a woman, I got to think about it. And I have to think quick because being a bouncer and working in the club and you try to break up a girl fight, bro, these girls get physical. I've seen more girl fights in the past 5 years than I have dudes fight.
For sure. Girls.
Okay, but how does that, what I'm asking though about that, like your reaction to that? You, like I said, you got women out here that can literally, all right. Women, again, they're not going to really use their fists like that. And when it comes to a man, they going with something bigger and stronger when it comes to a man.
They might use a gun. There's a lot of gunplay. Yeah, there's a lot of gunplay going on. There's a lot of weapons being used. But there are girls out here that will dog walk dudes. Like,
they'll go in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
So the thing of it is, will you feel emasculated at a point though? Will you start fighting at that point? Will you start arguing with that? G just literally took you down.
So if you just get your ass kicked by a chick and you masculine, you just get your ass kicked. Hey, just take it as a loss.
Take it as a loss and walk away, baby.
I don't. My pride and the way I feel about myself, me walking away from a girl punching me or something, that's not going to bother me. Like I said, there's consequences. Like I don't worry about that. I'm still going to go home and sleep good. Like I'm not worried about what people think. Oh, he let that girl whoop his ass. Watch the news in about a week, and then we'll talk about
it. Say she's on that news. Miss Gloria.
I just caught that shit. Hold up.
Yeah. What you got?
Earlier we had we was asking and you didn't answer a question on the cheaters part.
What was the question?
So have you been cheated on, or have you cheated, or
are you the cheater?
Can I be honest? No, I'm not the cheater. I'm not the cheater. Have I been cheated on? Yeah, but I'm not the cheater. However, Didn't do too well with the response to that part about being cheated on. I will be honest about that. It took me into a whole new thought process. You know what I'm saying? When it came down to the man actually cheating on me and then constantly lying about it when I already knew. So it kind of changes your psyche a little bit when it comes down to stuff like that. But am I the cheater? Absolutely not.
I've never been.
See, he's lying. That's why he cut off again.
There you go, Mel.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen,
his connection knows.
Yep, every time he's about to tell a fed boy, cuts his ass off. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, I thank y'all for coming on the show. I had an enjoyable time tonight.
Yeah,
appreciate it. Appreciate y'all.
We're about to wrap this up, and I'm gonna end up getting everybody back on this show again because I love y'all.
We ain't done yet. We ain't even get through the next video. We've been
right.
Yeah, it's
so
we didn't even.
Everybody.
We done went all over the place back. We went all over the world and came back home. Okay, so well, go ahead. I'm sorry, Anton. Go ahead.
Yeah, we're gonna have to definitely do this again. I usually try to mix things up with people, but I like what's going on right here.
Yeah,
so
I like this.
We're definitely gonna do this again.
Yeah.
So thank y'all for doing the show. Anybody that wants to give out their social media again.
Yeah, give out your social, your everything. Go for it.
Juice Chenoweth, Juice as Juice Chenoweth, CHENOWETH on all platforms. And I really enjoyed myself, y'all. This was my first podcast and I had a ball. And I hope I get to come back again because this was so fun. I had a ball.
Okay. All right. What your name is down there below on the left?
This is Stacy Johnson at Stacy Johnson, all platforms, Facebook and Instagram.
Okay. All right.
Hey, yo, I had a good old time. I appreciate y'all 100%. I enjoyed myself. This is your man, Musick, aka Mr. Desire. You can find me on all social media platforms and music platforms. Is MUSICKHARRIS. Appreciate you.
And I'll go ahead and speak on behalf of Melion. His name, you can find him on all social platforms under Melion Musick, MELION MUSIC. Everything Melion Musick. Okay. All right. Anton, what you got?
It's your boy, your big brother, Anton Scott, on all social medias, from TikTok to Instagram, Facebook. I'm everywhere. Hit me.
Okay. And my name is Gloria Talley, and I am on the GT Management LLC sites. You can find me under Gloria Talley or GT Management, whichever one. All right. And I wanted to thank everybody for coming out. And if you all like this video, please feel free to share. We would love to have you all share, either join us as a subscriber. Anything else, anybody? Or are we good?
We're good. Like and subscribe.
Right. Okay.
Tear me up a little loud. In that cocktail dress and automatic front set. The view from the back, it deserves a hand clap, yeah.